Behave yourself. Hello, 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 testing. Anybody out there? Hey, you're messing up my phone. What are you doing? Oh, you like to mess up the phone, don't you? Get up here. So sorry I'm late. Look, the clock in the kitchen stopped on 5:30. And my back was hurting really bad, so I laid down for a few minutes because I thought I had like an hour and a half. And then when I woke up, it said it was 7 o'clock, and I was like, I only laid down for 15 minutes. What the hell? So somehow my clock stopped. I don't know what that's about. Somehow timing is a factor, I suppose, here. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for being here. Can't tell who you are. Let's see. Oh, baby. It's my Allison. It's my sweet, sweet Allison. And Shyness. Hey, and Alicia. Hey, guys. How's everybody doing today? My bird is trying to get a fix. He wants some of that drink. No, I'm going to take you back in there and put you in your cage now. You're not going to be the distraction for my reading. No. We're not going to distract the reading. If you're going to act like that, I'm going to put you in your cage. And it's just that simple. You going to get on my shoulder and act right? Are you going to get on my shoulder and act right? Okay. Get on my head then. Go right ahead. Okay. Alright. Sorry for the blah. It's part of the reading. It always is. Okay. So, I wanted to share with you a couple of things that you may have already heard about. First of all, I wanted to share with you this smiley face that we're going to get from Venus, Saturn, and the Moon. Happy birthday, Taurus. I hope you're having a great birthday month. Let me see if I can find it. Venus, Saturn, and the Moon make a smiley face. Okay, yes. On April 25th, Venus, Saturn, and the Moon are expected to align in a way that some observers may perceive as a smiley face in the early morning sky. The crescent moon will form the smile, while Venus and Saturn will act as the eyes. Look for the alignment in the eastern sky at about 30 to 45 minutes before sunrise on April 25th. Location: find a clear, unobstructed view of the eastern horizon. Perspective: you may need to tilt your head slightly to see the smiley face. Formation: as the crescent moon will be a bit lower than Venus and Saturn, and the alignment will appear tilted. Equipment: while no special equipment is needed, binoculars or a small telescope can help make the view more clear, especially for spotting the dimmer Saturn. And you can also use the camera on your phone if you have a smartphone, and you can zoom in on them. But yeah, they're supposed to make a smiley face. What is the smiley face? In short, the smiley face is made up of an alignment of Venus, Saturn, and the crescent moon close together in the morning sky. But the face is on its side. Imagine a smiley face rotated 90 degrees clockwise, and that's the sort of pattern that will be formed by the two planets and the moon. Now, we have a lot more alignments happening, though, in the coming days. A lot of the planets are fixing to align. Lots of them. I was looking for the article on that. Hold on. Significant planetary alignments in the coming days. Okay. Significant planetary alignments in May 2025. Okay. Here we go. May 2025. Significant planetary alignments include Uranus, Kazemi, May 17th. Jupiter squaring the lunar nodes, May 18th. Saturn entering Aries, May 24th. And Mercury, Kazemi, May 29th. These events can be interpreted through astrological lenses, offering insights into various life aspects. The detailed breakdown. The Uranus Kazemi. Uranus will be Kazemi, a term describing a planet aligning with the sun, potentially bringing heightened energy at 27 degrees 17 Taurus. This can signify a period of significant change or breakthrough, particularly in areas related to Uranus's symbolism, technology, innovation, and revelation. So we could have some breakthroughs in technology, and we know that we have been working on that. And then we have on May 18th, Jupiter squaring the lunar nodes. Jupiter in Gemini, 25 degrees 05, will square the lunar nodes in Pisces and Virgo, 2505. This square can represent a period of heightened challenges or opportunities, potentially leading to growth and transformation in areas related to Gemini and its ruling planet of Mercury. So May 18th, Gemini, you're about to see some transformation. It's going to bring in some heightened challenges or opportunities, potentially leading to growth and transformation in areas related to you. So Gemini is about to see some changes or some challenges or opportunities, I should say. May 24th, Saturn is entering Aries. Saturn will transit from Pisces to Aries, bringing a more bold and direct approach to foundational aspects of life. While Saturn in Aries can be challenging, it also encourages disciplined action and more proactive approaches to building in a legacy. And on May 29th, Mercury will be Kazemi at 9 degrees 01 Gemini, similar to Uranus Kazemi event, signifying a period of heightened communication, information, and mental clarity. So Gemini, you're going to get some mental clarity on the 29th or there around. Okay, let's see. Blah, 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 blah. The 2025 Planetary Parade is a rare celestial phenomena in which multiple planets, this is what I was looking for, align. This alignment is thought to foster growth, especially in creative fields, by inspiring fresh perspectives and innovative ideas for arts and creators. There's going to be a lot of planets aligning, like so many you wouldn't believe it. It lists them somewhere. That's what I was looking for. Anyway, more to come on that. I'll do more research prior. I got a little bit of a late start. The 6 major shifts happening in 2025. This Virgo Pisces node situation is bringing in a profound amount of healing and change. I can tell you that right now. Alright, so the song, I forgot to tell you the song. The song that came through for this reading was very interesting. It was called Almost Home. And I've had it, I think, once before, but I decided not to use it because I didn't like it, I think. Sometimes I do that. I'm weird that way. But I'm going to use it because Spirit gave it to me. And that means that somebody can relate. Even though it might not be something that I can relate to, somebody can relate. And it goes like this. It's called Almost Home by Craig Morgan and Jelly Roll. He had plastic bags wrapped around his shoes. He was covered in the evening news. He had a pair of old wool socks on his hands. The bank sign was flashing Five Below. It was freezing and spitting snow. He was curled up behind some garbage cans. I was afraid that he was dead. I gave him a gentle shake. When he opened up his eyes, I said, "Old man, are you okay?" What he said, what he, what did he say, Jelly? I just climbed out of a cottonwood tree. I was running from some honeybees, drip drying in the summer breeze after jumping into Calico Creek. I was walking down an old dirt road past a field of hay that had just been mowed. Man, I wish you'd just left me alone, 'cause I was almost home. Then he said, I was just coming round the barn about the time you grabbed my arm when I heard Mama holler, "Son, hurry up." I was close enough for my old nose to smell fresh cobbler on the stove. And I saw Daddy loading up the truck, cane poles on the tailgate, bobbers blowing in the wind. Since July of '55, that's as close as I have been. Yeah, I just climbed out of a cottonwood tree. I was running home from some honeybees, drip drying in the summer breeze after jumping in Calico Creek. I was walking down an old dirt road, past a field of hay that had just been mowed. Man, I wish you'd have just left me alone, 'cause I was almost home. I said, "Old man, you're gonna freeze to death. Let me drive you to the mission." He said, "Boy, if you'd have left me alone right now, I'd be fishing." I just climbed out of a cottonwood tree. I was running from some honeybees, drip drying in the summer breeze after jumping into Calico Creek. I was walking down an old dirt road past a field of hay that had just been mowed. Man, I wish you'd have just left me alone, 'cause I was almost home. I was almost home. Man, I wish you'd have just left me alone, 'cause I was almost home. So we're talking about a man who is probably a veteran, probably served his country, and is now living on the streets, homeless, behind some trash cans with wool socks on his hands and using newspaper as blankets. Somebody has been in a situation that's been very difficult in life, and the thing that stands out to me here is not so much the homelessness as the fact that this person dreams of being home. They have dreams of finally making it back home. Excuse me. Somebody has a solar plexus blockage. They really, really desire to be home. And this world just doesn't have anything left to offer them, because the people that they love are gone. Their mama and their daddy and probably most of their friends, if they ever had any, because if they had any, they damn sure wouldn't be sleeping behind trash cans, would they? So, I don't know why Spirit gave me that. Let's find out what the hell is going on here. Spirit, why would you give me a song like that? What are you trying to say to this collective? What are you saying? Talk to us. What's going on? Alright, we got this song. Colder Weather by Zac Brown Band. She'd trade Colorado. Hold on. Y'all leave me alone. She'd trade Colorado if he'd take her with him. close the door before the winter lets the cold in, and wonders if her love is strong enough to make him stay. She's answered by the taillights shining through the window pane. He said, I want to see you again, but I'm stuck in colder weather. Maybe tomorrow will be better. Can I call you then? She said, you're a rambling man and you ain't ever gonna change. You got a gypsy soul to blame, and you were born for leaving. As at the truck stop diner just outside of Lincoln, the night is black as the coffee he was drinking. In the waitress's eyes he sees the same old light is shining. He thinks of Colorado and the girl he left behind him. He said, I want to see you again, but I'm stuck in colder weather. Maybe tomorrow will be better. Can I call you then? She said, you're a rambling man, and you ain't ever gonna change. You got a gypsy soul to blame. And you were born for leaving, born for leaving. Well, it's a winding road when you're in the lost and found. You're a lover, I'm a runner, and we're going round and round. And I love you, but I'll leave you. I don't want you, but I need you. You know, it's you that calls me back here, baby. Oh, I want to see you again, but I'm stuck in colder weather. Maybe tomorrow will be better. Can I call you then? 'Cause I'm a rambling man. I ain't ever gonna change. I ain't ever gonna change. Got a gypsy soul to blame. And I was born for leaving, born for leaving. When I close my eyes, I see you, no matter where I am. I can smell your perfume through these whispering pines. I'm with your ghost again. It's a shame about the weather, but I know soon we'll be together, and I can't wait till then. I can't wait till then. Wow. Y'all, did you see what Spirit just did? Wow, that just blew my mind. Okay, so we got one man. He sounds like he has whatever kind of issues going on that ended him up being homeless, and he's in cold weather, like literally freezing to death. He has no one. And then we have this woman who has a man who keeps leaving her, and he's saying he wants to see her again, but he's stuck in colder weather. And this guy is definitely stuck in colder weather. And in the South, when we use that expression, I'm stuck in colder weather, what we mean is we're stuck with something we don't really want to do, but we got to get it done. And this person could be stuck on some kind of job they can't leave. They could have lost that job and never got back to see you again because they were making messes over here. Cosmo, stop it. No more. That's enough. That's enough now. Alright, so that's what I see. I see somebody who maybe is real close, if not already missed an opportunity to be with someone that they really love because they were too busy stuck in colder weather. And see, that's a decision that we make. It's not typically a decision that's made for us. Now, I mean, if you're in the military, unless you're going to go AWOL, you're stuck where you're stuck. But for the most part, and that could have been the case. They could have been in the military, and the military messed up their mind, and now they're living on the streets, and you don't recognize them, and they don't really recognize you either. They don't recognize themselves. This could be spun in so many different directions, and the camera could fall too because of a damn parrot that won't be still. I'm glad Let me go take him and put him up. Baby, come here. Come here. You really got to be put up. You're acting up, and I'm not going to put up with it. Go in the window till Mama finishes her video. Get in the window. Get in the window. Thank you. Thank you. Whew, what a wild video. Okay. So, well, let's just jump in and see what happened here, because this is circumstantial for sure. I'm not even going to question it right now. But somebody missed the boat, and when they missed the boat, they ended up somewhere cold and almost dead from being homeless. What a sad, sad situation we have going on here, Spirit. Talk to me, Spirit. What do we need to know about this? Let's look at the virtues. Anybody with me? If you're here, let me know by liking. Make sure you share, subscribe. I'm going to redo the description box. I did it today, but I couldn't find it. I don't know what happened. And it was so great. I loved it. But anyway, I'll redo it, and then I want you to read it, because it explains how I do my videos. I do a general reading first, and then I do Q&A after the general reading. So stick around. And if the moderator tells you that the list is full, don't run off, because somebody probably won't show up for their their spot, and we'll plug somebody else in that spot. All right, how are you working in this situation, Spirit? Generosity. Oh, somebody's having to be content, and they have no peace. And generosity is a factor with having to have courage, and we see that in no integrity. That's always going to be a problem, y'all. And being dishonest. Dishonesty and no integrity is a problem here. You're not going to find peace until you get honest and have integrity. Why are you not having honesty and integrity, baby? Alright, let's pull rocks and see what the heck's going on here. Let me check on Cosmo. You okay, baby? Where you at? Uh-oh. Where'd you go, Cosby? Where the hell is my bird? Oh, here you are. Here, he's walking in front of me. Get in here. Come on, get in here. Get in here. I'm pulling rocks. Come here. Come here. Come here. Get up here. Sit up there on that heater. Sit right there and watch Mama do this reading. Watch, okay? Sit there and watch. I got my hands full, y'all, with that bird. I love him to death, though. I wouldn't trade him for $10 billion. Yeah, they could have the money. You're my baby. Alright. Rocks, please, Holy Spirit. Why is contentment here? Because of trust. You're having to trust and be content. Alright, why is peace here? Because you have no, your peace is because of a commitment. You don't have peace because of a commitment. Generosity. Yeah, that's how the courage factors in. You're blessed to be generous, and you're passionate about it. You're, I think, somebody who helps others when they're down and out. Alright, why is integrity so? Hope, love, and strength. So you're not able to have integrity because you have the love. You have hope for love. Okay. Alright, let's keep going. Why is courage here? Because of hope again. Your dreams. And your family. Okay. I don't quite understand it all just yet, but I'm going to trust that Spirit knows what's being said. And that you also know what's being said. Alright, so you're trusting and being content. Choosing to be satisfied with what God has given you. You have no peace. You're in a commitment with somebody and there's no peace in that commitment. The reason why you have no integrity is because you hope you can find love. You hope you can be strong when it comes to love. but you're not able to be strong when it comes to love. You may be cheating on this person or thinking about cheating on this person, or they may be doing that to you, and you're hoping that your love will be strong enough to keep this person. But you remember in the song it said, would my love be strong enough to keep them? There's no integrity. They're a rambling man. Okay, and you're generous because you have a lot to be generous with. You've been blessed and you're courageous when it comes to your passion. You take in people who have nothing and you help them to get on their feet. And there's courage because of hope and a dream that you're having when it comes to your family. You remember you woke me up and I was almost home? There's hope for your family. And this is a dream. This is your dream for your family. Somebody understands what I'm saying. Alright, talk to me, Spirit. What's going on here? Why is contentment here for the collective? Why are they being content when it comes to this? Trust. What's going on with the contentment and the trust? There we go. You won't listen. You're having to be content and trust, but somebody won't listen. Okay? Cosmo, you got to get on my shoulder, baby. Or get on Mama's head. No biting. No biting, sweetie. No biting. Get on my head. Come on. Alright, why is peace in reverse? Why don't they have any peace in their commitment? You're in a commitment with no peace because your family shit gets on your nerves. You're giving too many fucks. You need to deal with your drama, your old hurts, your exes, and your old hang-ups. And you're not talking. You're not saying what's on your mind. And it's time to talk money. So you need to talk to somebody about money, but you won't do it. And you can't say thank you enough to this person. So it's like this generous person. You have to talk money, but you're not saying anything. And you have so much to be grateful for. This person really has done a lot for you. But you won't talk to them for some reason when it comes to money. You might have too much pride. Alright, why are you generous over here? Because it's serious. It's not that serious in reverse. What do you mean it's not that serious in reverse? Because this is very serious. Because you just want to walk away, but you can't. And you have to stop trying to control it. You want to just walk away because of it being serious with this generous person, but you can't, so you're going to just stop. Or you might be the generous person, and there's somebody that you just wish they would come and be with you, but they're stuck in colder weather, and they're not leaving, and you know that, and so you're just letting it go. You're just taking your hands off the wheel and saying, Jesus, take that wheel. Okay, why is there no integrity? Fill in the blank, Spirit said. And why is there's some courage here? Because you don't let it all hang out. You're one who does. You have the courage to put it out there like it is. You don't sugarcoat anything. Anything else for courage. You're going to spend time with somebody. Interrupting is for a-holes. And you have to keep shit clean. You think you have them all figured out, but you don't. And you need to check yourself. You're playing with fire. Wow. That's your courage. That's your dream for your family and the hope you have. You think you have them all figured out? You have to keep shit clean. Interrupting is for assholes. You want to spend time with somebody. And you're going to say this. You're going to tell people this. Oh, this could get juicy. Let's jump right in. Come on. Let's just jump right in. Why are we not listening when it comes to being content. Somebody's like, you need to be content with the way things are and stop spending so much money we don't have. All right, get up here, because that's why you don't want to talk money, because you know you've been overspending or something. Why are you having to be content but you won't listen? Because you don't want to reconcile. You don't want to work this out. Whatever this is that you're not listening when it comes to being content, you're like, I'm not listening because I don't want to work this out. See, somebody has trust. Why do they have trust? Because of a rebound. So the trust is that you had a rebound, and now I guess maybe there's trust issues. I'm not sure quite yet. Alright, why are you having no peace in your commitment? Trust your intuition, Spirit says. Somebody was jealous. They were haunted, and they were fantasizing. Alright, why is generosity over here? Because they didn't learn their lesson. What lesson did they not learn? So somebody didn't learn their lesson about generosity. That they should have eliminated somebody and it should have been only you. Okay. So they were being generous to somebody and they should have eliminated them and only helped you? Okay. Alright. And if you would have done that, what would have been the outcome? Somebody would have been for you instead of not for you. What do you mean they would have been for you instead of not for you? Somebody was leading a double life. They were hard to read, but they were not arrogant, and somebody was like, I'm not waiting anymore. I'm not going to, okay, so it's like it's saying, you should have eliminated them, and it would have been only you, but you wouldn't do that, because you thought I was for, even though you knew I was for you, you lived a double life. You kept two people running at once. Lived a double life. It was hard to read whether or not you were being sincere or full of shit, and it may still be. This person could be acting like you are their world. And in reality, when they're not talking to you, they don't even care about you. They don't think about you. They don't talk about you. They don't do anything for you. You know, like, when's the last time they surprised you and did something nice for you? You're the one who's always being generous. And it's like, if you would have eliminated that person, it would have only been me and you. But instead, you lived a double life, and I'm not going to put up with arrogance and wait. I'm just not going to put up with that. That's just not going to happen. Alright, why is there no integrity? We see now. Because it was your choice to have none, to do what I said over here. And I think you were sleeping with that other person. And this is haunting. Somebody here, okay, if you have someone you're in love with, and they're sleeping with somebody else, I don't give a damn how strong you are, solar plexus, as a person, you are going to feel some kind of way about them having sex with somebody else when you're in love with them. Especially if they've been playing this double life bullshit and pretending to be in love with you both. And what was really going on is they didn't have any intentions of reconciling with you. They weren't even listening to you about reconciling. They were having a rebound. And it was their choice. They couldn't make a decision about eliminating somebody. So they decided to keep you both and keep you both from knowing about each other. You probably knew about each other, but lying was going on. There was a lot of talking out of both sides of their mouth. A lot of lies. I'm not with them. I'm just with them. We're just friends. You know, they're not my type. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, why is courage here? Because you got to have a lot of courage to get through this. Somebody has been having some late nights because they're not going to be a secret love. And somebody is using this as an escape to party. This person's not going to be your secret love, and they're not going to wait for you either. That's just not who they are. What are they going to do? They're going to miss you. They're going to know you can't be trusted, or they can't. And they know that this has to change. They can't stay with somebody who won't change. They need somebody who will. They need somebody who will change and grow and evolve and heal and do the work that it takes. And when you want to have a healthy relationship, a good, healthy relationship with somebody, to build a relationship and a life with, then you need somebody who's willing to do the hard shit. You don't want somebody who's only there for the money, because that's all they're going to want is the money. And see, this person, that's what they're there for. They don't even talk to you about it. They keep it to themselves. And you're just doing too much. You need to stop doing so much and see how long this character sticks around. Because I guarantee you that the minute you cut them off and you say, I can't do anything else for you, I don't have anything else to offer you, that's going to be the minute that they're going to finally say, I don't need you anymore. So it was nice knowing you. You know, they probably have expensive items that you've purchased them, and there's a need to talk about those things. Like, how much longer are you going to pay for this person to have the nicest video game machine on the market while you make the payments on the internet and whatever else you do for this person? Rocks are trying to fall out. Come on, people. We gotta do better than this. I know it's hard when you love somebody, but they got to do the work. They got to love you back. And they have no integrity. It keeps no honesty. They're lying to you. What are they lying about, Spirit? Good boy, Cosmo. Tell me how you're working here. How are you working here? There we go. The Hierophant. Alright, what's the energy to overcome? So there's some kind of higher level commitment. This can be a place. It can be a contract. The energy to overcome is you being unhappy and you're unhappy and you want to take a risk. So either you need to do that or you're going to stay miserable. Alright, let's go pull it together. So you really have to make a decision because you're pitiful. You're pitiful. And I don't understand why you're so pitiful. Okay, that's what's going to pull it together right there. The Devil and the Moon, both in reverse. You can't get any darker than that. That's some dark times in someone's life. And we have Aquarius on the bottom of the deck with no hope whatsoever. So the lovers just fell out. So somehow there's a choice. And we saw that already. So I'm going to let that be the bottom of the deck. Alright, so there's some kind of Hierophant. A contract. Something that you need to commit to. This could be a hospital, a jail, a library, the White House. It could be a church, a spiritual place. It could be this YouTube channel. Anything that you join or you sign a contract. It could be an apartment. I don't know what that is. I have to pull a card on it. But that's how Spirit is working. And my guess is it's a relationship. Because this can also be a marriage or a verbal agreement that you're going to be mine and mine only. And I'm going to be yours and yours only. Okay? That's what I think this means. The energy to overcome is taking a risk. You are terrified of taking a risk. Even though you're the sun in reverse, it can't get any more unhappy. We have Taurus here, we have Leo, and we have Aries. And then we have Cancer, the moon is here, and the Devil, Capricorn, is here. Capricorn. And then we have Gemini, the Lovers, and Aquarius on the bottom of the deck. Get back up here. Come on, get back up here. Mama's got to do a video. Alright, we're going to pull Tarot on this because he's getting on my damn nerves. Get off of my glasses. I bet you I pop you. You better stop. No. No, 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 no. Hold on a minute. You gotta go. You gotta go. I'm not going to put up with this. Promise you. I'm trying to do a video, Cosmo. I'll come back. No, no, you don't know how to act. Come on. Come on. Hey! Boy! Let me find out you're trying to bite the shit out of me. If you would stay on my damn shoulder, we could get along. Get off my shoulder again and you're going to go in there if I have to get a fork and stick it in you to put you in there. Asshole. Alright, this is part of the reading. This person is stubborn as fuck. Or somebody is. Why is the Hierophant here, Spirit? Because of the Empress upright and the Hangman in reverse. So, there's somebody who won't see this from the right perspective, or you're not seeing this from the right perspective, or maybe you're not seeing it from someone else's wrong perspective, because we have the Five of Wands in reverse and the Empress upright. So it's like, I don't want to fight with you anymore. I'm not going to keep fighting my feelings for you or fighting whatever I'm fighting. The Two of Wands is in reverse with the Empress. We keep getting the Empress. The Two of Wands is you looking for like an apartment to live in or trying to make a decision of two paths. You're at a crossroads in life. But you're not at a crossroads. You only have one option. There's no extra option. The extra avenue is blocked right now. You don't have any other options. The Seven of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. So now you have options, but you have to reevaluate. Last time I went that way, this happened. You know, that kind of thing. Alright, why is the Hierophant here? Fill in the blank. You have gone through some trauma. You're a Queen of Swords with a King of Pentacles. Okay. So a King of Pentacles and a Queen of Swords had a breakup. This is probably a Capricorn, but it could be a Taurus. This is probably a Venus. Why did I say a Venus? It could be your Venus. This is either, it's an air sign. Let's just say it's an air sign. Gemini is here. Libra was underneath. I think. Yeah, no, Aquarius, my bad. Aquarius. But for some reason, I said Libra. And we see over here, we have all three. So this is one of our air signs with an earth sign. The earth sign looks to me to be a Taurus. But it could also be a Capricorn. Yeah, it could be a Taurus for sure. It looks like a Taurus and an Aquarius to me. But I don't know. Something happened in your relationship that was traumatic, okay? That's what Spirit's working on. Whatever happened in your relationship that was so traumatic. If it's not those signs, it could be transits coming through your houses. And this is a very wealthy, well put together family man. He usually has a good job. He drives a nice vehicle. He is very responsible with money. He works hard. He has money in the bank. He is very close to being an emperor. Like, he's being groomed for that position in whatever business he is in. He will own the company he works for one day. That's the kind of man this is. Or he will go somewhere else that he can work for himself. And he's with a woman who is typically very analytical, very funny, very witty, very loving and kind and generous. But when she's in reverse, she's in her feelings. And we see that she's been through something traumatic with somebody. He may not have had anything to do with it. Something could have happened to her that caused both of them to have a lot of trauma. And she became a bitch because of how she was. Like, he may have always been working. He was always stuck in colder weather. He left her at home alone a lot. And she just did not know how to deal with it. She needed to deal with it, and there was no one there to help her deal with it. And so the energy to overcome is being unhappy and wanting to take a risk to change your situation. Look, the High Priestess on the bottom of the deck. There's my Pisces vibe. Alright, so what is the Sun? Why is it in reverse as your energy to overcome? Here comes Cosmo. Because you have a desire to take off. You're ready to move on. And you're not letting anything stop you. You could have gotten depressed and maybe put on a few pounds. You're trying to get weight off. That's a little discouraging to you because you might be in the dating field again, and you know, it's hard to get out there and date when you don't feel good about yourself. So make sure you're taking time to take care of your beautiful self, okay? Drink plenty of water. It's good for your hair. It's good for your teeth. It's good for your skin. It's good for all of your organs. It keeps your body cleaned out. So make sure you're taking care of yourself, okay? That won't be for everybody. And this lady is not really overweight. She's beautiful. But I'm just saying, she doesn't look as thin as she did here. You see what I mean? She could have put on a little weight. And he could have even been cruel to her about that. He could have said mean things like, fat ass. Why don't you get off your fat ass and do something around here? He could have been mean to her. Someone could have been. That's a lack of integrity also. Alright, and why is the Fool here? And you would have to have courage to live with an asshole like that. Oh my God. Because you are manifesting the hell out of this. Whatever you're doing, you are fixing to make shit happen, baby. Why is the Moon in reverse? Because this is it. You're ending this relationship. You're coming out of a place that has kept you stuck in the dark. You are no longer going to be in a toxic situation with this person. You could be leaving this Queen of Swords. I don't know which of you is leaving, but one of you is getting the hell out of Dodge in this marriage. And why is the Devil here? Because you are tired of the never-ending procrastination. You're not taking action. Always procrastinating. Always saying, I'm not going to let anything hold me back. And never doing a damn thing about it. And saying, I'm going to manifest my way out of this. I'm going to take a risk. And here you are still stuck in this Moon energy with this toxicity. But you are about to decide that I'm alone in a crowd here. Even in this family, I feel alone. Nobody ever listens to me. All they ever do is get money from me, and then they never want to talk to me unless they need money. And this world is upside down. My whole world is upside down right now. My family is upside down. And you know what? I'm tired of putting it off. I need to make a change and do it now. And see, that's the energy to overcome, is doing it now. And if you don't do it now, you're going to just keep reassessing your priorities. Like, what should I do? What should I do? You're stuck on stupid. It's time to push the gas here. Okay? Alright, outcome of your manifestation. Holy cow, you're manifesting the King of Cups. You might be this person. Maybe you're going to shift your focus away from the money a little bit. You could have had too much of a money focus. It's good to focus on money because that means you have abundance. But you also need to focus on the people in your life and how you treat them. Can't be calling them fat asses and stuff like that. And so it looks like you've found someone you're in love with, and you're going to have to leave your legacy behind. It looks like you're going to end up divorcing, to be quite frank with you. Why is the King of Cups here? Because of the freaking Fool and the freaking Tower. I cannot lie to you. He has manifested himself a new beginning, and he's going to realize something. Wow, I lost courage on the bottom of the deck. Why is the Fool in the Tower here for this King of Cups? Spirit said, you figure that out. You already know. Spirit said, you already know. You already know. Because I'm about to give you a new opportunity that's going to rock your world. When you finally take your focus off of that money and start focusing on what matters, it is going to turn your whole life around, baby. Your whole life is about to change for the better. Why is the Lovers here on the bottom of the deck? Lovers, why are you here? Because somebody's going to stop being deceptive. You're going to stop being self-deceptive. You're going to choose to stop being this person who has no integrity and this person who's dishonest. You're tired of being that way. What are you going to be? Look. Oh, wow. It keeps spinning around. I don't believe my eyes. I think it came out in reverse, but we're going to say it's upright. You're looking forward to seeing the Empress. Maybe somebody who left you because of the way you were acting. And because of the toxicity that was coming from a Queen of Wands. There was a Queen of Wands that was toxic. And you had no choice. Somebody feels like they had no choice. They couldn't get any traction. They were lost in the past. They had unconditional love. But this Emperor was like, I can't do this anymore. So they ended it, even though they lost half of everything they owned, or all of everything they owned. And there's the King of Swords. He put his foot down and he said, I'm not putting up with this anymore. Or she did. One of these people put their foot down. I've told you what's going to happen next. Now you need to stop it. Because I'm not even playing with you. One of these people put their foot down and they're in love. They're no longer, they focus on money. They have a good money focus. But money is not all they focus on. Now they have something a little extra on their mind. Okay? They have this love affair. They have this love affair on their mind. And they want to see where it's going to go if they put energy into it. That's what I see here. And where will it go if they put energy into it? May I see, please? Spirit says your higher self is a factor. Alright. Why are you telling me that? Because somebody's not open to receive or hasn't been. Alright. So what is their higher self doing? Okay. That's simple enough. Oh, I got two cards. Their higher self is giving them wish fulfillment and taking them away from the dark side of the moon. Alright. Outcome of this relationship. Oh my God. This is so beautiful. Oh my goodness. Spirit said use your intuition about a soul tie with a soul tie reunion. Wish fulfillment. You about to have some real happy fun times. This person has gained self-worth. Alright, anything else we need to know here? Divine Feminine is seeing through illusions. Neptune is involved here. And something that happened in the winter. So she's seeing through illusions of something that happened in the winter. What is she seeing? That there was deception. And why do we care? Because she's having a breakthrough. And what's the breakthrough? Something that happened in the summer, last summer. What about it? There's been a lot happen here. Somebody had a third party or was partying. They were celebrating money, but they weren't in their life purpose. So what are they doing now? Okay, it's divine masculine, y'all. And he's realizing how much he's caused this woman to suffer. He's actually realizing how much he hurt this woman. What's he gonna do? Or how much she's hurt him. Fill in the blank. I don't know. He's thinking about how he has no desire. No desire for what? Oh, an apology from a twin flame. He's thinking about how he has maybe desire. I don't know. It's in reverse. I don't know. It's like he's thinking about maybe he does have desire to apologize to this twin flame that's at a distance. Because that's what came out. Somebody's distant or distant, and they're a twin flame, and there's a need for an apology because of past suffering. You could have suffered divine masculine, and you may be thinking, like, I don't have any desire for this, but this twin flame that's at a distance wants to apologize. Will they accept the apology? Yeah. The two of you are going to work this out, and you're going to get over this, and you're going to transcend it. You've got guilt, somebody's controlling, and the truth is going to come out. What's the truth that's coming out? That you've been unhappy, and you're going to have a breakthrough when it comes to guilt. You have guilt for some reason, and you're going to take off the facade. Pluto is here with a transformation when it comes to guilt and wearing a facade. And you're going to have an unexpected storm. What's the unexpected storm? This is a twin flame coming back together. An Ace of Cups. You're going to release, surrender, and purge an Ace of Cups. And you're going to drop your vanity and your pride. Outcome of the Ace of Cups. This could be a pregnancy. You're going to change. You're going to have that courage to change when it comes to your comfort zone. Woo-wee. Outcome of the change I want to see. You're going to have a very, very hot attraction. You're going to have a lot of good memories. There's lack and doubt, though, about your new opportunity because of something that happened in the winter. What's the truth about new opportunity? Self-care is here. What else? There's toxicity, and you won't take a leap of faith because of the toxicity. What's going to be the opportunity to change here? In the fall, somebody's going to get the courage, and it's from Jupiter, to overcome their fears. And they're going to have self-worth. You're going to finally move towards this beautiful opportunity. I think you're going to have a new job, a new home, a new vehicle, all of the above. I think you're going to have a lot of beauty in your life. And this is your identical match, not somebody else's. And there's not that much left to do to see this come together, except for you to leave this other person. What's going on there? You have to take a leap of faith. Whoever you are, whichever one you are you going to? The Spirit said it's fate. Says it's fate. I don't argue. All right, anything else we need to know here? That there's a soulmate that needs to have boundaries set with them. Or they've set boundaries. Why is that important? Because they need to learn a spiritual lesson, use your intuition. They're not awake. And they won't release. They need to release and back off. Will they? Spirit said they haven't accepted this twin flame, but there's going to be self-care and they're going to be longing. They don't have any acceptance of the twin flame. Will they get there? Holy shit. Spirit said there's going to be a second chance because there's no stability. Somebody plays too hard. They're unavailable. They have no patience. They're going to, I guess, they have no obstacles to their marriage, but there's going to be an apology because something's not protected. and there's children. Outcome of not protected. Abundance. Your abundance. Your money's getting spent because you're doing too much. You're getting out there with your spending. You're spending too much on your addiction. Could be Amazon and shopping and buying things you don't need and accumulating more and more shit that you need to declutter from your life. Okay. How do they not F themselves while they work through this? You're not doing shadow work. You have to do your shadow work, baby. The past life connection, your home, you're doing it all, it looks like. You just need to listen to your angels and know that you were born to stand out. Because you've been working on your home, you know you have a past life connection, and you've been doing shadow work. But all of that came out in reverse because it's like you're not really keeping, you're not living your dream. It's like you're not putting it out there. You're wearing that facade still about this. What is your shadow work that you haven't been doing? You feel empty and somebody's forceful. What else? You feel insecure and like everything's one-sided and somebody's childish. One more time. Somebody's cold. You feel like they're silenced because somebody's power hungry and this causes them to be guarded. And somebody is dependent. They were dependent. That's why they were childish. Being dependent on somebody made you feel childish is what I'm getting. I don't think you were actually childish. I think you felt childish because you had to ask this person for money every time you needed a damn dollar. For some reason you couldn't work. I don't know, maybe you were sick. If you bite on my card, so help me goodness, I will beat your hind parts. Don't you do it. Okay, I think we've seen what we need to see here. What we have to do is, in this kind of situation, is we have to make a decision. Do we stay or do we go? And when? Do we do it now or do we wait? And all of that is going to be relevant to your situation. I can't tell you when, and I can't tell you if, and nobody can. You decide that. All right, what are the obstacles to the relationship here? Somebody's passive, more passive than passive. They're stuck in the past. We saw that already somewhere. And they get involved too soon before they get to know somebody, and they feel like everyone leaves them. All right, what else? They neglect themselves. Age issues. Somebody's too old for you or too young for you or whatever. Somehow you feel like somebody's age is an issue here. Alright. So, when might this... yesterday, it was today. When might this relationship come back together? Or come together, or it might already be together. Later than you think. Within a few months in April, when you least expect it. And then I have today, again today. Alright, so what I'm getting from this is it's you've already been waiting forever. It's not going to be in a few months. It's going to be this month when you least expect it. Today, in the spring, in the morning, and it's going to last all the way through next year. I think it's going to last for a lot of years. Once you get this straight, you're going to have this straight. Whoever you are, you're already in some kind of communication with this person. You may already have plans to see them sometime soon. Anything from spellcasters, may I see, please? Somebody is beautiful and you're not reconciling. Why are you not reconciling? Because you've been grieving and you haven't had your load lightened. You have compassion with no commitment, and your family is a factor. What's going to be the outcome here? Your forgiveness, you're manifesting. Nope. Your dreams are here and somebody's going to get justice. And the truth is coming out. Remember the truth? Come here, baby. I'm sorry. Come here. Come here. Don't be sad. Come here. Can't bite my card, sweetheart. I love you. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Mama didn't mean to be ugly, okay? Please forgive me. I'm so sorry. You sweet boy. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Enough of this. Enough of this reading. Enough of this. I have to spend time with my bird. Alright, give us a few minutes and I'll be back to answer questions if anybody has any. Is there somebody here with questions? Aw, thank you, Allison. Hey, Kurt. Does anybody have a question? If so, I'll come right back after my break. It's going to be like a 3-minute break. Yay, nay. If not, I'll go ahead and close. I don't mind answering questions. I just need to know one way or the other. Okay. Alright, well, I'll tell you what. I'll be back tomorrow night and we'll do questions then. How about that? And we'll close here and I'll be back tomorrow night. Let me give you some guidance though before we close, like some real guidance. Guidance, please, Holy Spirit, for whoever this is. We're going to give guidance, Kazi. Ooh, look at there. Madonna, oh no, Daughter of the Sacred Heart and freaking beautiful. We keep talking about beauty. And then we have Amalthea. You love something to drink. He loves anything I drink. He don't give a damn what it is. Here. Here. Come here. Get it. But I love drinking. As a drinker. Okay, I'll give you some more after the video. Alright. Daughter of the Sacred Heart. Baby, you gotta stop it. You act like an alcoholic. Come here, sweetie. Come here, sweetie. Come here. Don't, you don't bite me. You do not bite me, baby. Don't bite me. What's the matter? Huh? What's the matter? You look so tired. Come here, baby. Come here. No biting. Daughter of the Sacred Heart, you are going to free yourself from a painful criticism or judgment, perhaps by another or group of people. Human beings do not have the spiritual right to condemn each other or ourselves. Every human being is here to learn how to grow, and every human being will make mistakes along the way. You are releasing that. You are realizing that you can claim responsibility for your actions and make amends where needed without ever deserving to be attacked or put down. You are realizing that you don't have to be perfect to be pure of heart and deserving of respect and kindness. And this makes the Divine Mother very happy. That's you having no integrity and no honesty. You can do those things and you can make amends, apologize, and it doesn't diminish the good that you've done in your life. It just means that you struggled with something and you're overcoming it now. You've decided that you don't want to keep being that way, so you're gonna speak it out loud. You're gonna give it accountability, and you're going to move on. And nobody has the right to judge you because we all make mistakes. We all have times when we don't have integrity. We all have times when we're lying. We all have those times. No matter what we say, we have those times. We may try hard not to, and some of us might do a better job than others in certain areas, but we all have things we struggle with. You are here to march to the beat of your own drum. If you can be happy and free, whether the world looks at you with awe, admiration, confusion, or love, or all of these at once. Others can love you even if they can't always understand you. Being different doesn't always have to mean being alone. It's only when you try to change yourself to fit into a stereotype that you lose your way, becoming unhappy. Remember, you were unhappy, discovering obstacles, and feeling increasingly rejected or defeated. The universe doesn't want you to be someone else. It wants you to be you. When you quit trying to fit in and enjoy being yourself, you win. Amalthea, number 41. So somebody is really struggling with their identity and being themselves. Bless your heart. Your soul is learning about love. Whether you fully realize it or not, you are breaking free from a pattern of relationship that has not been respectful enough of you and your heart. This includes the relationship you've had with yourself and with others, be they friends, romantic connections, colleagues, or strangers, and even the universe. As you allow yourself to feel worthy and release feelings of hate, shame, guilt, or judgment towards yourself, a new spirit of gentleness, love, and devotion will fill your heart and transform the quality of your connections with others and the universe. Do you hear that plane? You remember something's going to happen with communication or with technology? That almost sounds like a rocket ship or something. A beautiful new world of love. You might be flying to see somebody internationally or long distance is opening up for you. You're about to have a whole new world of love open up for you. Because you're no longer going to tolerate somebody who lives a double life, who pretends to love two people at once and never gives either one of you the time you deserve. And the only reason they actually get away with it is because they're at a distance. You know better. Even though you're at a distance, you know better. But you just can't prove it. And until you can say, I just saw you with my own two eyes, it's just hearsay. It's just, they can play that game with you and make you feel like you're crazy, like you're making shit up. This is narcissistic tendencies. Alright, what's going on here? You've learned a lesson because of using your intuition. What else? There's a baby somehow involved. There could have been a baby involved at some point. Somebody got their heart broken. There's communication, and the clouds are here. One more time, I'm hearing. You have a spirit guide, and the lovers is here with the eagle. The eagle is a bird that flies alone, and it typically, for one thing, it's endangered. It's an endangered species. There's not very many eagles, but you have this eagle eye ability to see things from the broad perspective, from spirit's perspective, from a very high perspective. You can see things other people don't because you can see what's going to happen way off, whereas most people are tunnel visioned into right here and right now. You don't. You see way beyond that. Uh-oh, somebody's trying to eat my cards. Alright, what would your best friend say? There my birdie is. He's my best friend. Cosmo and Otto are my best friends. Best friend, what would you say? Worries can be valid. savor the moment. So something you've been worrying about, it's true. You know what's happening. And that's what we were just talking about, right? How is this going to affect this person's money, Spirit? Spirit said, don't talk about it. It has something to do with the designing and divine timing. In divine timing, right now we can't talk about the designing. What might be the outcome, though, of the designing? Somebody's making mistakes. I think because you're not doing it. You're going to go to the next level if you're writing, but you're not a perfectionist. Why are you making mistakes? Because of your legacy. What should you do differently? Nothing temporary. You're going to have your happiness. Outcome of your happiness. You're going to be an entertainer. You're not going to be a workaholic. And you're going to be persistent. Remember being persistent? You're not going to be a workaholic and a phoenix rising. You're going to be an entertainer being persistent. Why are you not rising as a phoenix? Because you have your stability and you're activating new gifts. You know how to manage money also. And you're in the media. So you're not rising because you're not rising as a workaholic. You're rising as an entertainer. You're going to rise in the entertainment business, honey. And you're going to activate new gifts. You're going to get stable. You're going to know how to manage money. And you are going to be happy and at the top of your game. Your health is going to be good. Oh my God. This is beautiful. In divine timing, can't talk about it right now. You're about to have fame. Somebody's going to be famous. Big famous. Big time famous. Like a lot of people are going to know. When they mention your name, people are going to know who you are. Okay? All right. There's not been many people here, so you know who I'm talking to. I love you all. I thank you so very much for being here, and I'll see you tomorrow night. I'll see you Saturday morning. I'll see you Sunday morning, and we'll just keep going from there. Take care, you guys. Say prayers for me. Say prayers for my baby parrot here and for my baby dog, Otto. We love you guys so much. We do. You're our family. Did you hear Otto? He loves you also, don't you, Otto? Yes, you love them also. Yes, we're just a big old family of baby boys. All right, you guys, take care, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Okay, Otto, baby boy. Yeah.